No, but seriously, I've seen some really, really smart friends of mine. I went to school for lack of a better term, geniuses. And, I knew people who were so depressed they couldn't do anything. Even though they were smarter than me, it didn't matter. Because they didn't have any volition, any will. They've lost the will. They've lost the will to live. They're fucked up. We don't want them here. No, it's not easy because, depression can strike anybody. Smart, stupid. It doesn't matter. And it's a serious issue. And I think a lot of people have trouble getting help for mental health. And it's a really sad thing. I mean, I've been depressed before, and, I feel like, being, getting to the place where, you're taking care of your mental health, just like you're taking care of your physical health, hopefully. Now, lately, I've not been taking care of either, but point being, you can't neglect one and expect, I think there's a stigma, people like Andrew Tate. There's no such thing as depression. Give me some water, and there's no such thing as depression. You're a pussy, if you believe in that. I mean, it's just not right, people have had depression for thousands of years. They called it melancholy a long time ago. It's just some part of the human condition. And I think a lot of people, way more people have depression than they think. And usually they're like, oh, I've got something with fatigue. It's like depression. Oh, I just can't get out of bed. Depression. Yeah, I don't know, my hip hurts and I can't come to work. Depression. You would never want me as a psychiatrist. Everything depression. Having trouble with depression. Yeah, especially in Europe. I mean, where my family's from, there's no such thing, basically. I mean, you're not supposed to even talk about it. Life's too short. Man, nobody's gonna milk these goats by themselves. Fuck your depression. Get up, go milk. We're all gonna starve. Part of it is the lives we have, like the jobs, right, that we have now. Look at me filling out this spreadsheet. It's kind of a drag in some ways, right? Like, I like doing it, but for a lot of other people, they can sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to fill a spreadsheet all day. I want adventure. What the fuck you think this is? Get back to the spreadsheet. Adventure? And go on a safari. Get the fuck out of here. You work at JP Morgan. You want the job or not? Okay. I'll fill out the spreadsheet till midnight. I mean, you either want it or you don't. You can't have it both ways. Yeah, exactly. Like, the society we live in, it's not given to doing all those things. Like getting sunshine, having, normal relations, and, that's why we're fucked up. But I think, probably the biggest sign of it is, the school shootings. I hate to talk about them because they're so painful, but, that's the height of mental illness. It's really terrible. And I don't think it's social media, by the way. I mean, I think a lot of people want to blame social media, but I don't know if it's social media. I think it's a number of other things, but there's no doubt that it's, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not a sociologist, right? Like, I think people probably were violent before the internet, violent before, there's a weird animal nature in humans that's we don't like to talk about, but it's real. I know it's real every time I see Harambe. So I don't know that, things have changed that much, or that things have gotten worse, or whatever. It could be from the collapse of the nuclear family, but it could also be nothing. It could be in our imagination. So, okay, so the corticotrophin growth pattern is a little weird. I'm not sure I love it.